You invent the sports sedan. Race car drivers swear by it. Car enthusiasts love it. It becomes one of the world's favorite luxury cars. What do you do next? Well, if you're BMW, you keep making it better. The new BMW 3 Series. Discover driving pleasure.
Hi, I'm at the Vadehra Art Gallery with the lovely Ms. Rekha Rodwittiya. Let's hear from her inspiration behind all of these lovely works.
Lovely to be with you. I think every body of work for me becomes a special space of deliverance. So this particular body of work is called Love Done Right Can Change the World. As many people know, for me, my work is more from the way I negotiate life as I see it and how life presents itself to me. Because when you're living and working in a particular location, it is the manner in which life pronounces itself that allows you to make your observations. So I don't know whether I would use the word inspired, but I would say that I look at life and its landscape as it unfolds, the politics of my country, the social situations, the conditions, and where humanism above all else becomes the prism through which I am choosing to perceive how life is decoded. These things are what allow me to have a grid that I can place within my own personal politics. And these two things become where I find and make my notations in a sort of metaphorical way that allow me to create my art.
Tell viewers a little bit about how you started out on your journey, the journey of making these beautiful artworks.
Well, the journey goes back many years. I'm 57 years old, and my father was in the Air Force. He was a fighter pilot. So for many years of my life, I grew up on Air Force bases, and in fact, I was homeschooled because of ill health for the first 7 years of my life. And I think that it was very early on that I sort of found a great sense of solace, great sense of personal comfort in the drawn image, as all children would, I suppose. And this, I think, perhaps was my first space of commitment and belonging to this form of articulation. And so when I was 5 years old, I actually kind of would announce that I would be an artist. And you know, parents think that you're young, but that's what you just say to the question that people pose you about, you know, what are you going to do when you're grown up. But that remained with me, and I was very clear that I would be an artist. So my journey in many ways has been quite simple. You know, in that sense, uncomplicated. I knew that the space of art is where I could find my ability to articulate myself and my ability to be able to translate life for myself. Now, as I shared with you, I live and work in India by political choice. I've had wonderful opportunities of being able to live in Britain or America in particular, other locations of the world professionally. But I love to travel. I'm quite a gypsy, I love to travel. But I am also home in Pigeon. I come home because it's in India where I know that I can understand how to deliver my observations, how to deliver my perceptions, how to negotiate my outrage and my joy. And so I also believe that, perhaps old-fashioned in some ways, that art holds a purposefulness. For me, it is not the mere joy, which certainly is something that we would include, but it's not the mere joy of a self-indulgence of being able to sort of do something because it pleases me. But I do firmly believe that it holds a greater space and it finds its location in a social context and therefore belongs within the significance of history. And I would like to believe that I'm, in some small way, not because my art is good or bad, but because I believe that it becomes something in which I script things, that it may hold meaning and purpose, and therefore will be part of that historical space that I hope all things finally leave and find their legacy.